Hello everyone and welcome to a new video. Today I am filming my February TBR where I play my TBR game, Tumbling Pandas, where I drop pandas down in this baboon. We pull out the bamboos and then the pandas that drop are book prompts, and we're doing this every month now apparently. Might not always be like this, but this is how we roll for now, and we're gonna go into the rules and the stuff I'm gonna read, and it's gonna be a good time. So first of all, it is February. I'm doing Blackathon. Blackathon is created and hosted by Jesse from Both House and Books, where basically it is to celebrate and read Black voices for Black History Month. I have been doing it now for all rounds of Blackathon. Very excited to do it this time around as well. I have some really exciting books I am planning to read for the readathon. I'm very pleased about that. And I am also doing another readathon, but I think we could do the roll first, go to the Blackathon books first, and then like the other stuff I'm gonna read after. So let's just get started with our first roll. Let the pandas tumble. Up, 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 up. Roll number one. 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 For our first roll, we got one pull. So we got 0 pandas. Actually, the dice was very kind to me this time compared to the other times. Let's go to roll number two. Roll number two. Oh. 3. 1. Ah. 2. 3. Wait, I'm doing the thing again. I need to stop. For roll number 2, we got 3 pulls. Again, 0 pandas. And I was like, okay, what's going on here? But we had it like this sometimes in a row. I don't know what's going on, but let's go to the third roll. Roll number 3. 2. 1. 2. 0 pandas falling. I forgot to say earlier. For the third roll, we got 2 pulls. Again, 0 pandas. And I was just like, okay. So let's go to the fourth roll. Roll number 4. 4. 'Oh no. Why can't I get this out? 1. 2. 'Oh no. I don't even remember which one I was trying to get. Not that one, but 3. 'Why? 4. I thought I was doing so well. We had 5 pandas falling. So for the fourth roll, we had some pandas drop, finally. We had 5 pandas dropping. So that is not that many. And I'm pleased because I want a tiny TBR because I don't want reading to stress me out. And I am very pleased. I say, and I literally made a huge TBR, but not huge, decently huge, but still, this is not even all the books I'm going to read. First panel that dropped, we had Gale, which is to read a queer book. And for that, I have picked out Only on the Weekends by Dean Atta. This is the author from The Black Flamingo, which I really enjoyed. I listened to that to the audiobook, and it's just kinda a biographical story about Dean Atta, but not completely, where he writes about like being gay, being Black, and just his life kind of growing up and coming to terms with it. But like it's still fictional, but I know also like it's also kind of about him as well. And here we just have like a completely different story. It seems like these two characters here can only meet on the weekends, and they seem to have a thing. And it is again written in like, I was gonna say not prose, like kind of verse, and it seems really beautiful. I also got it signed to me when I met the author at Yalk, and he was so nice. Very excited to read it. I am debating just doing the audio because I feel like this kind of story is really nice told to you, because I feel like it will have great impact, and I also need audiobooks for, you know, the month of February. So I'm debating doing the audio for this, but I might just read it physically as well. But yeah, this is my pick. Very excited. Then we got Read, which is to read a book for a reading challenge that I'm doing. So that would either be like my Sequels challenge or like the Best Wordathon challenge. So I chose the Best Wordathon challenge for the month. The word for Best Wordathon for February is like a verb, so like an action word. So I picked out Fake It Till You Bake It by Jamie Weasley. And this one is one of the group books for the different Blackathon themes, and the Blackathon theme is warriors, so we have one warrior for each team. One warrior for each team, and I'm gonna read all of the group books because I do that every year anyway. So I decided to just take this for one of my Panda prompts because I'm not doing that team anyway, so I don't count that as like a separate prompt kind of. And I'm planning to just do the audio for this because I don't have the edition I like of this anyway, so I would just buy the audio on Audible and read this as audiobook for the month, and I'm very excited. It seems like a cute romance. I've been really liking romances lately. They're just cute and fun and chill, and I am excited for it. So it seems really nice, and it seems to do with food, so that is fun. Then I got Nikki, which is from my friend's Nikki's Panda, who chose the, sorry, there was hair in my face, prompt she has picked for this is to read a book set in New York. And I was just like, do I have any even books set in New York? I don't even know. I was trying to think, and obviously I do. I couldn't remember. So I realized I had Blackout, which is a short story collection by a lot of Black authors. Danielle Clayton, Tiffany D. Jackson, Nick Stone, Ashley Woodfolk, Andrew Thomas, Nicola Yoon, and they all collaborated for this book. And it's like literally a blackout in New York City, and it's all like these people, 13 teenagers caught up in a blackout in the city. And I was just like, could not have been more fitting for this prompt. Actually, I heard terrible things about this. No one seems to like this, and I was just like, wow. I had already ordered the book at that point, but I still want to read it. I really like the works from many of these authors. One of them I haven't actually read anything from before, but I really enjoy the authors in general. I'm very excited to see like if it is good, and I know the sequel is out, which is called Whiteout, and I think like it continues these stories. I don't even know. Or does it continue just its new stories? I actually don't know. But yeah, it's set in New York City. It is a bunch of Black authors. It couldn't fit even better, I think. And I am finally going to read this. So yeah, thank you for that prompt, Nikki. It actually fit really well. Look at the purple vibes for this video. Love it. Or for this TBR. Then I got Sandy, which is named after myself, and that is the booktube prompt. And usually for this challenge I would like spin a wheel where a bunch of booktubers are in it, the ones that don't have their own pandas, because I couldn't give pandas to all the booktubers I love because there's too many. But I'm gonna cheat and not do that this time around, just because I feel like it would be better to pull a TBR card. The TBR cards are made by Jessie, who, you know, made this whole readathon, which I feel like fits much better for this month. Still for a booktuber in a way, even though Jessie already have their own panda, but that panda didn't show up here today. And like, I can do what I want. It's my game, and it's still fulfilling the prompt, just like not what I usually do with the prompt. And I felt like doing that, so I'm gonna do that. I wanted to pull a TBR card. I'm just stalking in the cards. We're having such a good time. So it's still kind of randomizing it, because usually I would just randomize a booktuber and be like, read a book kind of that like made you think of this booktuber. There's so many cards. Which one do I pick? There's so many of them. I'm not looking, I swear. Okay, let's just do... There's too many, actually. Let's do this one. Ah, I can't get it out. I'm losing now. This one. Okay. Do you want to see first? I hope it's the right way. I hope I even know... Oh, it's not the right way. I actually can't see what it is. It's like blocking the camera. What is it? Antagonist. Your favorite villain would read... I didn't even know who my favorite villain is. But I could find like kind of an evil book, I guess. Maybe. Why did I do this again? Okay, so I think I found something. It's maybe a little bit of a stretch, but I think it fits-ish. So I'm gonna read Beast of Ruin by Anna Gray. And the reason for this, even though it literally follows these two characters that are really good people, and I kind of in love, and I really love the first book, which is Beasts of Prey, and basically follows them, they together working to like hunt down this beast, but then things turns out differently maybe, and one of them is trained up to be like this monk dude kinda, and the other one has like been trained up in kind of this circus and like can kind of control the beasts. But something happened in the end of the first book where it says, I don't want to spoil anything, so I'm just gonna say, gifted with powerful magic, has saved someone at a terrible price, and now a servant too, and then it says a certain thing again. And I feel like that is a bit villainy. That is bad. And I feel like, I don't want to say more because obviously this is the second book in the series, but I feel like a villain would enjoy that. I don't know which villain, because I literally do not know which villain is my favorite. Like, it's not a thing I consider anymore. I feel like also we've been really good in literature in general to write like main characters are kind of villains in a way. So I feel like who is really a villain sometimes, because sometimes I'm like, the villains are kind of right, you know, after like stuff that has happened to them. I'm just saying. But yeah, I feel like this could fit. It is, you know, about heroes trying to save main character, and I'm a bit like, maybe not exactly what a villain would read. I'm rolling with this one. If someone has a better suggestion, I am all up for it, but I want to read that book, so it's also my excuse to just read the book. So we are just doing that. The next panda I got is Panda Gigi, and Gigi always shows up. I think Gigi is the most showed up panda in the whole game. Gigi is adopted by my patron Sarah, and as a patron you can adopt a panda and choose the prompt for that panda, and she has chosen the prompt to pick a book that matches your outfit. And I forgot that I had gotten this panda, so I didn't put on any smart outfits. I have a black t-shirt that says Night. Blackout would have fit really great for that. Too bad I already have picked that off for my TBR. I'm still wearing my PJ pants after I got out of bed. It is pink and has hearts on it. And then I have white socks on. What even fits for this? I need to go over and look at my shelf. Why didn't I think this through? I feel like I'm an idiot sometimes. Okay, give me a second. All of them are orange or purple, or like just not the colors I'm wearing. I'm like, seriously? Should I just change clothes? Is that cheating? I don't know. This is taking ages. Okay, so I found something. And I'm reading Favorite Star by Rebecca Warrenhorst. This cover is massively just black. And it is also for sequels I need to read this year. And I feel like it fits really well. I feel like that matches my outfit. Like, yes, it has like, you know, the face in the middle, but like it has a white text, and I have white text on my t-shirt, and I feel like it fits. Okay, I'm using it, so I'm also like actually getting to a sequel as well this month in my challenge, so it all worked out even though it wasn't planned. I should have worn something orange apparently, but here we are. Then we are finally going to our fifth roll, because that took ages. Then our last roll, I think. Your tree. One, two, three. Dang. What just happened? We had one little panda. So we got 6 pandas altogether. That's so little! For our fifth roll, which was supposed to be our last, we got Erica, which is to read a small book. And for that, I am reading the group book for another team. So that like the one I had earlier, Fake It Till You Bake It, was for the team Oshun, and this one is for the team Granny Nanny. And that is Right Baby by Toshi Onibuchi. I already own this book, so I was just like, yay, a book I already own, I don't need to spend more money. But I'm very, very excited for this. I read other books by the author that I really, really enjoyed, and I'm just very excited to see what this will entail. It's this short one, you know, it's like a Tor.com novella thingy. It's like 176 something pages, and it is a small book, and that's why Erica gets this for her prompt, and I am excited to see what it will be. So I took both of the group books into the prompt so that, you know, it wouldn't be more added on reading. I'm smart sometimes. I don't know anything about the plot for this. I don't need to know, but I'm excited to read it. I felt like we had so little books. We only had 6 pandas, and I felt really bad. So I did another roll. So you should see how that went. So this is the last roll. Let's do an extra roll because we got so little for fun. Then I got 3 once again. 1, 2, 3. Never mind, it didn't work. I'm not doing another one. You got a nicer one. And the dice was so nice because we got 3 pulls and I got 0 pandas falling. It was not my intention. Like, if I gotten higher numbers on the dice, more pandas would have fouled. More pandas would have fallen. But I didn't. I just got like easy peasy shit, and I was just like, okay. And then I was just like, I'm not gonna do just rolls forever just because less pandas fell. I still need to pick up more books anyway. But normal pandas, which in itself I'm just like, that's so little pandas, but at the same time, helpful, I guess. And now for the team that I am joining. I am joining Team Hatshepsut, which is named after an Egyptian pharaoh, and I'm just ready to, I'm not gonna say pick out the books for this. I already picked them out. But I'm ready to join this team. I don't know if we will be winning, but I picked up my team and I'm ready to do the challenges for it at least. So the first challenge is to read a book in any genre by a trans black diasporic author. And for that I have picked out, where is the book? It is right in front of me, where all the TBR cards are falling. It's fine. Something else fell, but it's fine. And that is The Death of Vivek Oji by Okereke Emesi. This one is also my Patreon buddy read pick for January and February. It fit really well. It fit for this challenge as well. And obviously I have enjoyed all of the other Okereke Emesi books I read. Okay, I read 2. I don't know why I said all of the others. So I'm planning to read all of them. And people say that this is really beautiful and nice. I don't actually know like all the stuff that happens. Like, I mean, I haven't read a synopsis. I don't want to read synopsises, as you know, but I'm very excited for it. And on my Patreon we will have a live show, as well as I will film a little reading vlog for it, like a casual spoiler vlog, but obviously I will still be reading it and doing the thing. Yay. I feel like, why did I say this 2 hours tiny? It's like growing enormous. What am I thinking? I don't know. I'm gonna read the next prompt. So it says, a black girl protagonist, so it's not afraid to be loud, confrontational, or take up space. And for that I have picked out The Merciless Ones by Namina Forna. This book is set in a world where people's blood run gold when they are kind of like, I was gonna say half demon, but they have like supernatural abilities, and people like see them as demons, but they are made into this army. And our main character in the first one, her blood runs gold and she needs to join this army, and they're just like questioning like, what are we fighting for? And like, stuff happens because they need to fight these monsters, and it's super dangerous for them, but at the same time people hate them. Not really a fair situation to be in. And a lot of stuff happened in the first book, whereas like they try to break out of this, and we have a main character who leads them, and like it's loud, and she does so much like to, I was gonna say, break out of this, and like she's loud. She's not gonna just stand there and be used, and that's why I feel like the main character here fit really well for the prompt. It made me think of this book instantly, actually. I was gonna say, curse on me if I'm wrong and remember incorrectly, but I feel like it still fits, and I've been so excited to read this. It came out like last year, and then it just took ages for me to pick it up, and now I'm gonna finally read it. And it's like a bit thicker than I thought it would be. I don't know what I'm planning to do with this TBR, but we're continuing. Again, a long prompt. The next prompt is to read a book of any genre with an impressive creative architecture or set larger in one building, example office, romance, college, hospital. So I went ahead the other day and actually went out and purchased this because I wanted to read this for this challenge. I was trying to find like something that fit like a nice building or like anything. I had a struggle. This was a challenge that struggled me the most. But I picked out Take a Hint, Danny Brown. It seems to follow these two characters, Danica Brown and like the dude, and they like have an office. They work in an office together, it seems like, and they are going to also fake dates, which seems fun. I don't know if it's set largely in that office, but it seems like they both work there. I hope. What if they don't work there? It says that he's a security guard there. I don't even know. Maybe this doesn't fit after all. It says she's a PhD student, so they don't work there together. And now I'm just like, oh no. And they're just gonna, you know, yeah. I just wanted to read the next one in the Danny Brown since they're serious. I probably read the synopsis way too fast. This doesn't fit, maybe for this challenge. I just needed an office thing. They meet at an office. She's a college student. It's not set largely in one building though. Can I just still read this? Can you all just say that it is fine that I read this? And then the last like a challenge for my team is to read a book with lavishly wealthy characters or a book that explores class. For this, I think that's a really good one because I actually read a synopsis, and that is The Vanishing Half by Britt Bennett. This one follows two identical twins that grew up in a Southern Black community, and then they run away, and then in the future we see them with totally different lives. One of them just lives casually with her like daughter, while the other one is passing off as white, and her husband doesn't know she's black, and she's like, I think, really wealthy and like have a successful career, but like, you know, erased a lot of her identity because she's pretending to be white. And I feel like that could have not fit better for the challenge. You know, we have literally a wealthy character, another character that I assume is fine-ish, but not wealthy. And like how this is also, you know, done by erasing a part of your identity, as well as, you know, it's gonna explore class. It's gonna have a wealthy character. I feel like it fits so well for the challenge. I've been very excited to read this. I feel like most people have read this by now, because it is a few years old. I'm just gonna check. I wanted to check the release date. It says 2020. Okay, what? Why did I think this was released in like 2015? I feel like so many people talked about it for such a long time, and then I just assumed it was just like released for 100 years ago, but apparently not. But yeah, I've just been hearing amazing things about it, and also, you know, it's more like a, I was gonna say, adult fiction book. I have a good mix here, I think, of different stuff. So glad about that, but very excited to read that. I'm finally reading it. Yay. And then for the group book for my team, we have She Would Be King by Wayutu Moore, and this one I have ordered and hopefully will like arrive in mid-February, so I will like wait until like I gotten it and read it. I didn't read the synopsis for this one. I hadn't heard about it before, I think, either, but it was a group book and I read all the group books every year, so I'm very, very excited to read it, and like I think I will probably really like it. It seems like a book I will like, so I have ordered it and hopefully it will arrive soon because the mail is so slow. As long as I get it by the end of February, I will be good, so I'm excited to read it. Now, I think that was all for my like Blackathon TBR, at least for the challenges, for my own TBR game. And other than that, I don't think I will have time for more like probably books by Black author for the month, and I usually do the whole month for Black authors, but I have some exceptions. I had some exceptions last year as well, and one of them is being The Traffic of Serpents. This is by Marie Brennan. It's the second book in the Lady Trent series. This is a read-along I'm doing with my patrons where we read one of these books every month, and we're gonna discuss it in a live show together. So obviously I still need to continue this read-along, and we are now on the second book. We started with the first book in January, so I need to read it sometime in a month so that we can have the live show by the end, in the end of the month, and I'm excited for it. It follows like our main character, Lady Trent. She like is a woman that is very, I was gonna say, locked in the boxes of like that she's a woman in society and she wants to explore and like be a scientist, etc., and like study giants. Started out in the first book with her trying to get out of this shell, etc. I don't know why I'm trying to read the synopsis, but we are going to continue her story and we will see where it goes. I have the live show very soon with my patrons, so I'm excited to see what the others thought of it. I am enjoying it. I'm not loving it as much as I thought I would, but I think I will love it more and more as we go on. And now I bought the whole series, so I better like it. And then we also have in the month polarathon, which is the first full week of February. I think it is from the 6th to the 13th, if I remember correctly. I think I'm going to read a book a day, and I'm going to do a special vlog for that, so that's going to take like a whole week out of my reading as well. So how I'm going to get to all of this outside it, I don't know, but I'm planning to read like 7 Iceland Barbarian books. Just see, I might only just do 5, it depends a bit, but I'm just planning to do 7 of them and just read 7 Iceland Barbarian books, 1 every day, because it is a polar fantasy. It literally follows these women that is put on this planet with a bunch of aliens, and they have sex. They bond and have sex. I think it's like 23 books in the series. I don't even know. I read 1 and I was like, it was like okay. It was not as good as I thought it was gonna be, but now I'm just like, let's just do a whole week of them. That's what my plans are so far. Obviously they're super easy reads, and I'm gonna like, it's like 200 pages, so like it's, I think I can read them 1 a day, and I'm gonna do a little vlog for it, and I think it would be a good time. But again, that's gonna take 1 week out of my reading, and I have 10 other books here, plus 1 that is not arrived yet, but granted, I might do one of them on audio. It's fine, it's fine, it's good. I think like, yeah, it's good. And I'm also like, I'm still doing a bunch of audiobooking with Erica, so we probably listen to like on our own like other books completely unrelated to all of this, which will be in my wrap up. But it's like, we just listen to audiobook all days. I need to just step up my reading a tiny bit for this month. So yeah, I don't know what I'm thinking with this. This video has taken me almost an hour to film because I was struggling to find stuff, but now we're here, we're at the end, and I hope you will wish me good luck for the month. I'm very happy about my picks, okay? They're good picks, they're good picks. And yeah, I think that was it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. You should see me soon in a new one. Check out my picture down below if you want to join on the read along, on the book club, on all the other stuff that I have mentioned. You should see me soon in a new one. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye!